Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Lydia and I am the Witch of Multirealms. I am providing tarot readings every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So if this is your thing, please like, follow, and subscribe for future videos to come. Okay, so today's layout is a little bit different. We are providing 3 readings in 3 piles as usual, but they are sorted by the different angel numbers. So for pile 1, the angel number allocated is 1111. For pile 2 is 2222, and for pile 3 is 1212. On top of that, I'll be shuffling the Wild Unknown Tarot deck to get 3 significator cards. So you may choose to intuitively go with the angel numbers or with the cards that are picked out, the significator cards, or even choose both. Or if you felt like one pile you are caught by the number and one pile you're caught by the card, you may cross-watch, of course. I will have timestamps in the description box below as per usual. Okay, so, and also the message that we're getting today from Spirit to you is what your higher self would like to communicate to you now. Okay, so before I begin shuffling, please take whatever resonates, and this is a timeless reading. It's whatever time you see this message, it means it's for you, and nothing is set in stone. Everything is a highest potential advice and outcome that Spirit can provide to you. It takes your own actions to bring forth an outcome of something. So this is not fortune telling. Nothing is set in stone, especially time based. Okay, so here we go. Spirit, please give us for card 1, those that have been seeing 1111, please give us the card for card 1. Okay, for card 2, those that have been seeing 2222. Okay, now for card 3, those been seeing 1212. Alright. Big numbers today. Big numbers for everyone. Okay, so for card 1 and those seeing 1111, your significator card is 9 of Swords. For card 2 and those seeing 2222, your significator card is the Chariot. Okay, and for card 3, those been seeing 1212, it's 8 of Pentacles. Alright, so I will be doing the reading and having timestamps in the description box below. I'll see you at your reading. Hi, pile number 1. And for those who have chosen pile number 1, significator card 9 of Swords over here. Also, those have chosen this pile based on the angel numbers 1111. Okay, this is your reading. We're going to start now. This 9 of Swords is very interesting. Clearly, this is not the traditional Rider-Waite deck. It has its own very unique set of illustration in the Wild Unknown Tarot. 9 of Swords is about recurring, in the traditional deck, right? You see a person waking up in the bed, what seems like another bad dream, a recurring nightmare. You don't get to see the person here in this card, but you get to see a very grotesque image of what looks like a decaying matter. And, could be the face of some animal that could be a predator-like animal because there are fangs, there are sharp teeth, and then there are 2 eyeballs. So it looks like a processed, decaying part of a animal's head with the 2 eyeballs, and then of course there's worms. So if you're not into worms, this can be quite a grotesque image for you to see. I'm sorry about that, but you chose it, right? So okay, we're gonna see what your higher self wants to tell you. Okay, at this time, right now. So here we go. I'm going to be picking some cards from the Quantum Oracle. Okay. Okay, just like to let everybody know that right now we are experiencing stormy monsoon weather in Singapore. So not sure if y'all can see, it's like really heavy rain behind me outside, and there's a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning. So if you hear the thunder and you see flashes, pardon the weather. I can't do anything about it, and I'm loving the weather in fact. But so just let everyone know there will be disruptions in the noise. Okay, so I don't normally do spreads, but today I want a bit more structure. I want to hear more clearly what your higher self wants to pinpoint and target in terms of conversational matters with you. So I've picked out cards in regards to mind, body, spirit, and soul. And then, of course, we'll look at them individually and assess the situation and the message that Spirit has for you, okay? So just to share your mind, this is the card, New Beginnings. So mind, we're talking about where your will is being led, your will of what you intend. So mind is usually more closely connected to the ego part of a self and the will of what you wish to obtain. When I say ego, there's nothing good or bad about this terminology. It's really more of something that is existing in our being. So your mind and your will is now leading with this card here, New Beginnings. Okay. Body refers to this engine, this temple in three-dimensional material that we are born into in this world. The way we manifest and execute an action, the way we bring about the co-creation of what we do in physical form is this body. And it plays every bit an integral part in the unison of our mind, body, spirit, and soul to manifest and make things happen, right? So you have for your body, the healing light. Spirit, and interestingly also your spirit is led by a spirit card. Spirit refers to our conscious and the more awakened part of ourself. It's as much as mind is being led by will, ego, and intention. Spirit is led by soul purpose, led by conscious purpose, our unison with the one consciousness, and spirit is led and in tune with our soul purpose. Okay, so spirit, you receive the higher self. Now, soul. Soul is our essence. Soul is the etheric body that is within this three-dimensional body. Soul is the overall being of us that is everlasting and ever living, and is the purpose held essence of us. I understand that I might not have gone through a lot of description of this in my other videos. I tried to, but maybe today I will, bring this back out again. A lot of people think mind, body, and spirit is the and all of the Trinity, but actually these three are held together and brought to this life by the soul. If I could be like, okay, so the soul, you got this back and forth. All right. So just based on this, mind, body, spirit, soul. So for those of you who chose this pile, who chose this card, and with your leading card as the Nine of Swords, I feel that you're definitely coming very close to the end of a journey where there's been a lot of trials and tribulations. Nine of Swords, one more sword and you're at the 10, is definitely a very heavy period for you because you have gone through that amount of challenges and tribulations. 9 is almost like the last bastion of one. Okay, 10 is literally I'm done with it, right? 9 usually refers to you still have to hang on a little bit more. And if there's something unresolved, usually 9 is the point where you are really being nudged by spirit to resolve. Because when you come to 10, you want to really let it all go so that you can move into a new cycle. And of course, when we are being told by our mind that we desire new beginnings, I think this is spirit, your higher self communicating to you that yes, you definitely have the intentions of wanting to move into a new beginning, but that is what your mind wants. Your mind desires it because I suppose a lot of times the rationality and the executing part of our person, which is our mind, our will intents, right, is to I'm done with this. I'm done with this old story. I'm done with this old narrative. I'm done with this old chapter. I want to move into a new era of change, of better days, of sunshine. You know, you have in this card this beautiful garden filled with beautiful lavender flowers. If I'm not wrong, that's lavender over there. Right, am I right? It really looks like lavender. And a beautiful lush garden and field with flowers and this newborn baby signifying your newborn self. And you see that light over the arches, which leads to this path, which leads to even brighter days ahead. So I think this card really says it all in terms of new beginnings. I think this is you saying, okay, I'm so ready for this. I want to let go of anything that feels like a old skin. You see this? I just want to show you the this is the old decayed part, the part that is already rotting away. The worms are eating it. Like it's finishing up. The whole carcass is more or less over. There's still a little bit left. Okay, the eyeballs are still there. And the worms are doing its job. But you're at 9 of Swords. And I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you is, as much as you are still at 9 of Swords, your mind very much wants to move on into a new beginning and shed entirely. And how best to do this? Because there is one thing about wanting something and another thing about actually doing something. Now, you got this in your body, right? You got the healing light. So I think what Spirit is trying to tell you is if you want to move into your new beginning, you must be ready to do the work to heal yourself. At the end of the day, I know a lot of people in the various types of trauma or challenges that we've gone through, healing comes in different shapes and forms, and the amount of healing, the time taken to heal, it all highly depends on what happens next, who we meet next, what we do next, and how guided are we, how receptive are we to the spiritual guidance that's coming from our spiritual team. A lot of factors in our life will really determine what's the time taken to heal. Right? And on top of that, not everyone goes through the same modalities in terms of healing. Some people heal through medicine therapy. Some people heal through, actually visiting a counselor, a therapist, a doctor, and whatever, of course, prescription given to them. Some self-heal. Some take healing through journeys, shamanic journeys, some sound, breath work, the list goes on. And some people entirely do it on their own, not necessarily through the help of and guidance of a counselor or therapist. There is no one size fits all. But however, for you, I feel that your spirit is trying to tell you, whichever you feel works for you, now is the time to really focus on healing. Now, healing involves so many different things, such as coming to understand and transmuting the energies of the challenges. Because at 9 of swords, at 9 of anything, it's about coming close to, it's the hang in there, it's the hang in there. It's coming close to the end of it. It's coming close to, I am absolutely done and this is going to get out of my life right now. Okay, so 9 is the final realization of this is where I need to make that change. The change being letting it go and healing myself, right? Healing, again, no matter how long it's going to take and however long this phase is going to be, I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that you are surrounded by all forms of divine light. You see this picture here? This feels very much like the embodiment of the light that is made available to you. In this globe, in this one sphere that Spirit holds up to you, I feel that it shows you the infinite. If that's you in the sphere, okay, if that's you in the sphere, and Spirit is watching over you, I feel like Spirit is trying to show you the infinite light and energy that is bursting beyond the sphere for you. So there's so much, I feel like, of course I'll be getting clarifiers. This is just the initial understanding. Absolutely, I feel like Spirit is saying whether you have been through physical pains or you've been through mental pains. I believe more mental pains, in fact, because you got yourself 9 of Swords. Spirit says that it's time now to really heal your body. Perhaps your body is suffering any form of pains and ailments due to the mental pains. And it is very connected. When we have a lot of bodily stress, a lot of bodily ache and stress is brought upon by mental and emotional stress. A lot of ailments in our physical bodies manifest from the lack of healing from the mental and emotional capacity. So I think Spirit is trying to bring your attention at this point to healing your body by letting go of thoughts that no longer serve you. Okay? Now, interestingly, as we are talking about how your higher self is communicating to you, you have higher self for your spirit card. And I think now is the time to really tune in and align with your higher self. And how best to do it? Through doing things that are true to your soul. The best way to connect, and this is what I tell my clients, the best way to connect with any part of our inner and higher self is to not deny your truth. Because your higher self is born out of your truth. The authentic part of your soul extrapolates itself into your spirit. It's like it's the DNA memory. I'll put it this way. It's like the purpose memory of what your soul is, and it extrapolates itself into the spirit. And that is also the part that makes you the most conscious through your truth and your overall existence in this cosmic connection with everyone. Okay? So your higher self is coming in your spirit area. You see that love and light bursting from the heart? That in itself is unconditional love. As usual, if there's anyone, any being in this entire worlds that we are in, that would be your higher self. Your higher self has the most unconditional, unfiltered, love for you. And then finally, in your soul, okay, your soul, which is the overall essence and the most, I'll say the one that take leadership in your entire unison of your being, you have back and forth. Okay. So I see from this image that Spirit is trying to tell you, you might be doing a little bit of a balancing act right now, right? As you can see, this guy, he is on this, what looks like a seesaw, and he's actually balancing between two sides, trying to create the dynamics. I think you're definitely in an energy of trying to transmute. I mean, short of saying, it really feels like you are in a balancing act right now in terms of balancing your energy. Some days you are not so good, some days you are smashing it, and you are trying to balance it. You are putting in the work, short of saying you definitely are. This is not an easy feat, and I think your soul truly understands this is what you're going through right now. Or at least I can say this is how your soul feels like right now, going through the back and forth of balancing the energies of heaviness with the dense energy and the lighter energies. You are trying to receive the good things into your life. We can see new beginnings, the healing light, your higher self. All these good things are coming in, yet your significator card is Nine of Swords. It's something so heavy. So I think this is very true to say that your soul identifies you are in this phase right now, but this is not a bad thing, because being able to balance means that you are actually transmuting as we speak. You are working on the transmutation, right? So I'm going to get some significator cards to further understand. Spirit, can you explain for us the new beginnings in the mind area? Okay, so for a lot of you, the area of pain and challenges that you have been through, oh yes, a lot of cups, oh my. Okay, so Spirit is saying that in the area of pains and challenges you've been through, it's definitely a whole lot of disappointment, a whole lot of being hurt. As you can see, acknowledging that you have been through quite a bit of chaos. The Tower moment was there. It left you with a lot of disappointment. Yes, there are good things in life, but for a while you're still looking at the loss that you experienced, okay? And also, Spirit has identified that you need to heal, but you are still not healed all the way. You are in the process of healing. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. Three of Swords being the card of healing right now. But when I see Three of Swords in reverse, it is Spirit saying you need to heal. You need to get there. Especially when it's coupled with the Five of Cups this way, right? There's a lot of what are you still feeling about that Three of Cups loss. So it's very interesting because what came next is Queen of Cups and Three of Cups behind Queen of Cups. Now, I somehow felt like Spirit has led us to understand better that there is a loss in Three of Cups. Okay, so you might find that this resonates or not for you, but I feel like for some of you, the loss that you experience has to do with losing some people who are very close to your heart. Could even literally be, I feel like the three is very strong here. Were there literally three people in your life who betrayed you? Perhaps there were three very significant individuals who might or might not have connections with each other, but based on this, it actually does look like you guys were all a bunch of friends together. Okay? And it felt a lot like those people betrayed you, hurt you, did something to you that clearly led you into the pain of the Nine of Swords. And again, three being so significant in this card, it literally felt like three forms or 3 people have betrayed you or hurt you in some phase of your life. However, that is pretty much the past. They are no longer in your life. They are no longer in your life. They are way behind you, in fact, and you're trying to come into this space of self-love and self-healing. Okay? This is you right now. You have come into the Queen of Cups space. In fact, a lot of the love and a lot of the compassion that you have created, not only for yourself but also for the people that you love. It felt like Spirit is saying you have even forgiven and created compassion and understanding for those behind you that you have left behind. Those 3 people who had done something to you to create this sadness in you. Not only do you have forgiveness for yourself right now, you also have forgiveness for them. Not only do you have love and compassion for yourself right now, you also have compassion for them. Okay? So for those of you who feel that this is your story and your situation, Spirit is trying to tell you that it's really beautiful that you have come into that space to allow yourself to be gracious with your situation. But as much as you have compartmentalized, or you might call it compartmentalization, or you might have understood and transmuted the energy and put it behind you, there's further work to be done. Okay? Having to heal yourself and having to let go of what no longer serves you. Maybe there's a lot of sadness in remembrance of that energy where, you guys used to be still together. Maybe there's a little bit of wanting to reconcile sometimes, wanting to reconcile with the feeling of why things have to be this way, how things did not turn out. Again, like I said, you are not in a bad space, actually. In terms of your emotions, you have definitely brought yourself into a much brighter space and higher vibrational energy. But of course, memories being memories, they will still be there. Okay, let me see if I can further clarify why you still linger in that energy. Yeah. You're unable to cross through into the new chapter. Okay, you have the world waiting for you, but it's not here yet because you have not yet wanted to cross over. Okay, so it feels like you're waiting for the next new red light to go ahead with something new in your life. Maybe you are waiting for someone to come in and inspire you on a new beginning, a new journey. I feel like this Ace of Wands is very connected with new beginnings. I think in your mind, maybe your mind is trying to rationalize with you, like, what is waiting for me on the other side if I cross through to the new portal, like the new chapter. There's a little bit of that. Sometimes we have a bit of fear holding us back. Like, I so want to go into this new place and experience new things, but what if I don't know what's on the other side? What if it's not better than now? What if it's worse? Okay, and those are some very strange self-sabotaging thoughts that we humans are very capable of. Spirit is trying to say that there is no fixed, sure way of knowing. Okay, but if you don't try, you don't know. And very interestingly, as much as they have given us the world in reverse, they gave this Ace of Wands, which looks like, you see how there is this cloud, right? Imagine that this cloud is the formation of a portal. And then on one side, okay, let's look at this empty side. This is before the crossover portal. And then this is the portal. Imagine when you cross over, the new beginning just begins, just like that. Okay, I'm not sure if you're following me. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it well. But imagine like this cloud where the hand comes through is the hand of divine and saying, come on, let me invite you to see what's on the other side through this portal. Is a new beginning, is sunshine, is the frontier, it's the new hope, right? So I feel like Spirit is really trying to encourage you to look forward to what's on the other side and not so much as look backward at what you have lost. That reconciliation that you did with yourself, or transmuting any harsh energies that you felt before from all the remnants of the previous relationships that is no longer serves you. When we say let go and release, there is what you learn from it, and then you really let go and release, and then there is the memory that continues to linger and dredge up the feelings. I feel like Spirit is trying to encourage you to really separate those two, and the wisdom only comes if you learn the lesson and transmute the energies. Keeping the memory and lingering in it is, however, not. It's actually the thing that holds you back from them. So I feel like, yes, I think this is something that I was saying a lot recently. There is introspection and there is retrospection. Introspection is really taking it and thinking within, understanding within, transmuting the energies and becoming wiser, having the insights. Retrospection is having the insights and reminiscing the old energies and memories, but that becomes a memory loop, which becomes a feeling that also loops itself. Okay, so that's the difference there. And sometimes not knowing the difference puts us in that state of not moving forward. Okay, let me see what I can clarify in terms of body. The healing light. Spirit, please clarify the body. Okay, so Spirit is saying that when it comes to the body, to heal, the best way to heal is to look for places and people in your circle that gives you that ultimate sense of fulfillment, the effortless connection. I see this as, find places, whether it's friends or family in your circle right now, that gives you that spectrum of rainbow. The effortless connection, the beautiful connections that you can have in your life will bring you that healing. So you don't have to heal just by yourself. You can heal by going out to, experience different activities and spend time with people that give you that effortless connection. And now you are running, and I feel like Spirit is trying to say that you are now in this state of Four of Pentacles for your body. Four of Pentacles is very interesting because 4 is stable, 4 is not lacking, but at the same time, 4 is not plenty, 4 is not thriving, 4 is surviving. Okay, this is something I do mention a lot as well to my clients in my readings. 4 gives the energy of stability, nothing more, nothing less. Just like 4 legs of a table, it's stable, but it's 4. It's not overpouring. It's not giving more than it can. So it's definitely not more, but it's not short of like a 2 or 3-legged. I think furniture is not even a good, because there's a variety of furniture these days that are built in the strangest way. So I don't want to use furniture, but I just want to say that 4 has always been seen as stability, but stable is not equals to plenty. Stable is I survive. And so this is the energy of you're surviving. Your body survives and does what it can at this point with whatever reserves you have. Basically, you're breaking even. Okay? in terms of the way your body is right now. You are not of ill health, but you are not thriving either. So one of the things that I do is help people regenerate in terms of not just their soul and spirit, but regenerate, more importantly, their three-dimensional being in this world, because we still have to do the things we do. We still have lots to experience in this life. After all, the soul only evolve and learn through the actions that our body take in this world as well. Right, it's not just what our spirit experience, but it has to be that, the alignment of mind, body, and spirit brings about the evolution and change that we experience. And if our body is not in a good shape, we also fall short of the ability to do what we want to do in order to learn. So a lot of the things that I work with in my work is to help people find ways to regenerate themselves. And in this work of regeneration, I always like to emphasize, is your body surviving or is your body thriving? And a lot of that is also tied to the alignment with mind and spirit, right? So spirit, I think right now your higher self wants to bring to you to your awareness that in order to break beyond the bare minimum and the break-even energies that you are working with your body right now, you might not feel that you have a tremendous amount of energy to do anything, but you have just enough to get by the day. It might be that sort of situation. Or in terms of health, you're not anti-aging. You're not reverse aging. You are not even looking younger than you can for your physical age versus your physical appearance age versus your real biological, what's the terminology here? Your real chronological age versus your biological age. So in terms of well-being, there's always these things we're looking at. Okay, in terms of health, wellness, and well-being. And I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying, you have what you have right now. You are status quo here. You're not thriving. You are breaking even. You're surviving. You are status quo in terms of your body. But if you want to enhance it and bring it out, bring it to its maximum potential, do better and thrive, remember that activities and time spent in fulfillment and joy with people that are in your surroundings really matter. Okay, what else do we have for communication from Spirit? Spirit, okay. Okay, so in regards to communication with your higher self directly through Spirit, I think Spirit is saying that you are definitely you're going to have to wait for that connection to happen on a deeper level, but you have already begun the work. You have sown the seeds and you're waiting. I will say that the relationship between you and your higher self, in terms of your spiritual alignment, it's growing. It's definitely growing. Now, how it grows really depends on how you choose to alchemize the process of your learnings. You see, you have the Temperance card that came right after the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like Spirit is trying to say that if you want to bring yourself closer to aligning your spiritual relationship with your higher self, you need to work on transmuting the heavy energies, like what I was talking about earlier, coming into that space of healing, coming into that space of bringing yourself closer to crossing that threshold of letting go of the old past and the old things that no longer serves you. And Spirit is saying sometimes thinking and rationalizing does not bring you anywhere. It's a lot harder to connect with your intuition if you use too much of your rationalization, and I'm not saying we shouldn't think, but sometimes the thinking faculty in us, the rationalization aspect of us, simply blocks out that spiritual communication we have with our inner self and our higher self. Intuition diminishes, intuition becomes more diminished as we allow our brain and functionality and practicality to lead the way. Now, it's not like there is a time and place. There is a time and place for all of us to use our functional, practical, and logical aspect. Of course, we have it. It's what helps us to navigate this world as well. But when it comes to matters of the inner self, the heart, you need to let intuition, you need to let your spiritual aspect to guide you. And Spirit is in this card saying that you block out your heart, you block out your capacity to truly feel how you feel if you just rationalize all the time. On the contrary, they also gave you the Page of Cups, encouraging you to allow yourself to look into that cup, like this page, having the much more intrigued and curious approach towards your feelings. Allow yourself to entertain your feelings. Like the young page here, who is curious and ever learning at this phase and willing to have a little bit more idealism and curiosity and intrigue towards whatever's new and coming his way. The cup presents a fish, it's the cup being your intuition and your feelings and being connected more to spiritual side of yourself and your inner self. Spirit is trying to encourage you to be more like this page. Let yourself gain more insights through the curious moments you have about things that cannot be seen or things that could be fantastical to think of, such as what is on the other side if I try, what kind of new beginnings are waiting for me, what kind of new people I might meet, what kind of opportunities might be presented, but in a much more optimistic and intrigued fashion. Not pessimism, not, basically allowing yourself to dream a little, allowing yourself to fantasize a little even about the good things that might come. And I think that will also bring out the youth and excitement in you to reborn again, give yourself that rebirth and let go of whatever is like the past year, like old story, old skin, shed it, throw it away, don't need to harp over it anymore, and then step through the light, step through the portal onto the other side like a newborn baby that you should be. Because deep down, again, interesting as it might sound, your mind, which is the rationalized part of you, knows that this is good for you. The new beginning, the newborn you. Your mind knows that this is good for you. Yet also, it's also your mind that is giving you that troubled replay of your past and the old narrative that's holding you back from the new beginning. Right? You see, the dissonance that happens in us humans is that our mind plays a lot of narratives and a lot of complications inside us. It's literally what it is, which is why Spirit is trying to tell you here, you don't have to complicate it. At the end of the day, your heart leads the way. The truth, your heart leads the way. And that should be the way it is, right? Okay. And last but not least, having back and forth in Spirit, I think having back and forth as the intention card for your soul. I think your soul is right now, of course, that's the energy, the back and forth energy. Now, Spirit, do you have any guidance in terms of back and forth? Okay. You're waiting for karma to happen. Right. Maybe you're back and forth because you are trying to wait for some karmic incidents or something observable karmically to happen. But Spirit is saying it happens. You cannot wait. This is one thing that I feel is a very big message for the entire collective, not just for you. A lot of people are unable to move on to a better life because a part of us feels that there is no closure if we do not see something or something karmically righteous happen to those that have hurt us in this whatever challenge that we just ended. And the message, okay, to everyone, including you, is you cannot wait for that to happen. Move on with your life. I know you want it to happen. You can't make it happen on your own. You can't wait for it to happen. If you wait, you're only holding yourself back. Whatever should or would happen to whoever deserves that karmic payback, it will happen in their own time based on their own path. If you allow yourself to willfully want to witness or execute the karma upon these people yourself, karma will also hold you down. Karma is like an anchor. It's like a ball and chain that will hold your ankles down and drown you to the bottom of the ocean. So why let someone else's anchor and ball and chain become yours? Why are you shackling yourself down to someone else's karmic ball and chain? Right? I'm speaking metaphorically here. Why are you allowing someone else heavy karmic anchor to weigh you down when it should have nothing more to do with you? So for a lot of you, you're waiting for justice to happen. And Spirit is saying, no, there will be balance when there will be balance. You don't have to wait for it to happen. It has nothing to do with you anymore. See, again, they're showing me the Three of Cups. Very, very indicative of the Three of Cups that you got earlier. There are 3 people you're waiting for this to happen to. The dissatisfaction, the prosperity that is meant for you is not coming in because of that disbalance right now. What else, Spirit? What else? Yep. The past, the chaotic past. Now, everything points towards how you suffered a huge misfortune because of that chaotic past that involves these 3 people. Now, for some of you, it's really 3 people. For some of you, it might be a circle of friends, more than 3, because, the energies I'm picking up is what it is here. Justice will happen to them in their own space and time. Yep. If you want to embrace the light, you gotta walk forward and not backwards. Spirit is showing that you have this waiting for you. You have the star waiting for you, but now it's in reverse. Still waiting for you to claim it, still waiting for you to walk towards the light. Okay, so that is the energy on the overall right now. See, you also have the Hangman. Okay, so I want to get one card from Gateway of Light Activation to see what else Spirit has for you. But on the overall, we know that you are in that 9 of Swords energy because there is a lingering effect of what happened in the past. You might really very badly want to heal and move forward. I think you waver between good days and bad days. Spirit is saying to truly step over into the beginning and walk into the light, you must not linger on that karmic energy. Let it go, let it pass. Whatever happens, happens to them. That is nothing of your business anymore. Okay? Don't let that karmic anchor hold you down. Okay, let's see. Venusian Galactic Council. Star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. This is your card. It's a very ethereal and pink looking card, very Venusian energy. I feel like there is a lot of divine feminine energies surrounding you. Your higher self is coming in through this very beautiful pink light energy. As we can see, there are a lot of feminine aspects in your reading. Okay, let's see. Right. The Venusians are advanced cosmic beings similar to angels who come from the planet Venus. They are our starry ancestors and are dedicated to helping us experience and embody divine love. There are millions of them, and many of us will have them working with us as guides. If you feel drawn to this information or strongly connected to the stars or star people, there's a good chance that there are many extraterrestrial beings around you at this time, many of whom will be connected to the Venusian Galactic Council. Governed by Lady Venus and Sanat Kumara, the Venusian Galactic Council is a divine board of directors who are responsible for recruiting light workers and leaders on Earth who have the potential to make a huge difference by following the call of their soul. When they come to us, it's an honor and an opportunity to be reminded of a connection that was active before we came into this incarnation. There's no set way of working with the Venusians, but they will contact us in dreams or meditation to share information that will support us on our journey. They often send spiritual downloads in thought forms or understandings. Dreams about flying or being in space are other ways in which they will come through to us. Your message? This is a call to action. You're being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. Excuse me. You have a reason for being here and you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare you or overwhelm you, for you are being prepared energetically to step into this role. Okay, so I think your higher self is also trying to explain to you that a lot of your cosmic lineage is preparing you in this lifetime. See, the trials and tribulations we all go through, they are all ways of preparing us through these little tests and examinations in our life to help us graduate into a higher state of self and evolution and evolved understanding. Because if we don't go through these low tests and examinations in life and be hurt and then go rock bottom and climb out on our own, transmute the challenges, and transcend and rise above, if we don't go through that on our own, we cannot be given the power or unlock the next level of our power to step into a greater purpose in this life. Right? It literally is like this. How can you help people when you yourself do not know how to help yourself? It's quite simple as that. Then of course, if you feel purposeful to help people, you will definitely also feel a good amount of willpower and determination to overcome whatever challenges you should. Because it's just plain and simple. That you do not have the formula or the know-how to help others come into their light and embrace the love that they have waiting for them unless you yourself know very well how it's done. A lot of this is the Gnostic, the unverified Gnostic information that we acquire in our lifetime when we experience the different divine interactions through our learnings. And again, I feel like Spirit is saying you're definitely on that path, but you need to be mindful that if you want to be called closer to your purpose and to finally be able to help others in this area, you must yourself overcome your own challenges. This is not a warning, but it's an encouragement. Okay? So this is all I have for you, the message that Spirit wants to share with you today, your higher self wants to share with you today. And if it resonates, please leave it in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Please also like, follow, and subscribe for more of such videos to come in the future. If you want personal readings, you can find in the description box below to book me for a personal reading. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next one. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. For those who have chosen pile 2, also choosing this pile based on the numbers 2222. Okay, this is your card, the Chariot. Right, so we see what Spirit has for you. This Chariot has a horse with a pentacle. Very, very different from the traditional Rider-Waite chariot. That is a guy in a chariot in a chariot led by the two sphinxes. Now this is very different. It has a horse. We'll see what Spirit has to say. I am now going to be picking cards that Spirit wants to communicate to you in terms of, so I normally don't do a spread, but today I want it to be a bit more structured. I want to know what areas to look into for your mind, body, spirit, and soul. All right, so that I'll be picking out some cards from the Quantum Oracle deck. What's for the mind, please, Spirit? What do you want to highlight in the area of mind? Okay. Now body. What area in the body? Spirit. What area in the spirit? And what area in the soul? What is your message? Spirit, what's your message for the soul? Alright. Okay, so for the message for your mind is victim mentality. For your body is milestone. For your spirit is deserving. And for your soul is great gratitude. Okay, so I feel like the message from your higher self to you here is to encourage you to be much more divinely guided, to be on that journey. Like, so I feel like Spirit is acknowledging you are on the path and on the track to learning something. You are definitely on a very specific and destined path right now. Whether this is a path where you are experiencing great things of great happiness and joy, or you're on this path to learn something, thereby there is heavier energies involved. Spirit is acknowledging that you are on the path that you're meant to be on, but and as per the Chariot, right? The Chariot is not driven by you. The Chariot is driven by your conscious connection with the divine powers. So in other words, your Chariot is driven not by your three-dimensional self, your body, but driven by your aligned mind and spiritual aspect. There is your will of what you think you want to do, and then there is your spirit, which is your conscious aware state that's connected to soul purpose. These two are working hand in hand, sometimes a little bit, one is more dominant than the other, but these two are working hand in hand in your understanding of the cosmic messages coming to you. And that's what's driving your Chariot, which is your body. Okay, I hope I have not lost you to this explanation, but what I'm seeing here is Spirit saying that your spiritual aspect here feels okay. Your spiritual aspect here feels like it's on the right path. And yes, you are. Spirit is acknowledging that you are. You are on the path to reach a certain milestone, right? You are driving the Chariot and you are on that path to learning something which will help you obtain a milestone in your life. While your spirit is very happy with this journey and is willing to go through whatever journey you are on right now so as to meet that milestone, your mind, which is the more ego-led and more willpower strong aspect of you, is however not too happy with the journey and is a bit begrudging rather. So it's actually in a state of victim mentality. You know how I will use a much simpler explanation. You know how, let's say, when we are children, okay, if we have to learn things a certain way, the hard way, our parents sometimes would use different methods to help us learn. Okay, I come from the generation, I was born in the 80s, so I come from a generation where tough love is really the thing, the only thing that anybody uses in my generation to teach their children lessons. So if the child, or myself back then, I'll use myself, if the child has the wherewithal to realize that, oh, this thing that mommy and daddy is making me do is for my own good, although it's tough, even though the punishment or the discipline is tough, but at the end of the day, I am now learning something that is eventually going to be for the overall goodness of my person, right? So there is the wise and like I say, the wherewithal for a young child to come into that realization is some level of wisdom. So we do not know. I cannot even say at that point, at any point of my childhood, how many percentage of me was on that wisdom mindset. Okay, but so let's just say half of me is like that, and then the other half would be, why me? Why? Why is it so hard? Why is it so painful? Why is it so unfair? Why am I being punished? Even though, let's say, I really did something wrong, and the disciplinary action and the punishment is really there to help you grow into understanding something, right? Like I say, the soul evolution and a milestone that you're supposed to hit or clock in, for your life. Eventually, if my parents never disciplined me, I will never reach that milestone of having to learn that thing I'm supposed to learn, and thereby becoming better and more evolved. If I resisted the discipline, or if my parents spoiled me and never disciplined me, never put me through the tough love, and just let me have my way, right? If I complain, why me? Why now? Why is it so bad? Why is it so hard? Why do you have to do this? If I push in that victim mindset, and if my parents yielded and spoiled me, then I will not live to experience the disciplinary action, and thereby I would not have been on that path to reach the evolutionary milestone. So, those are an example of what a child goes through. Now, this happens in your entire lifetime, even when you're in adulthood, except the people disciplining you might not be your parents. Or you might not even think that's a discipline. Like if, let's say, you do something at work and then you suffer a consequence of being too impulsive or aggressive, or, whatever negative energies you put forth comes bouncing back to you. The discipline that happens to you will come from the universe, will come from the people in your surrounding. Could be workmates, could be a boss, could be an employer. If you're in a social situation, if you're in a romantic situation with somebody, whatever misbehavior or shadow aspect of you that comes out and projected yourself in a bad way will also call forth the outcome of some form of disciplinary action. Again, it could be karmically dispensed through the universal energies, or either way you experience it, like that person comes back to you in a way that is a form of disciplining you. Our ego and our rationalizing self will usually tell us it is not fair, or right, if we have not learned how to transmute the energies and learn from it, we will tell ourselves that it's not fair. That's the victim mentality. That's the mind holds that thought. But the more conscious, the more aware part of you, which is your spirit, will understand that what you're getting is what you're deserving. So whether it's good things in life or bad things in life, whether it's beautiful experiences or challenging experiences or disciplinary experiences, our spirit understands what we deserve. Because our spirit, which is very connected to our higher self, always understands that in our evolution, the good and the bad that comes are all equally amazing experiences, because it brings us on the milestone. Our entirety, our being in this lifetime will only hit these milestones. And you see the trophy in this picture? It is honestly nothing short of claiming a trophy in every milestone to say that I've learned how to do this. I learned how to, I'm wiser now. I've learned how to accept this kind of learning and understand how to navigate this kind of challenges. From here on now, I understand. I think your higher self is being very candid here with you to say that you are clearly on the path to achieve a certain milestone right now. And it might not be an easy journey, but that's why your mind is constantly playing back a victim mentality, while your spirit is actually rather grateful and understanding what's coming through. See, at the end of the day, your soul, which is your overall essence, the one that has the most clarity about your purpose and your path here, actually has great gratitude. It's very interesting because your body is very aligned with your spirit and your soul, but your mind is having its own narrative. Okay, I'm going to get from Spirit some clarificators. Spirit, what is this victim mentality situation? Okay. Okay, so apparently you have had some... Okay, maybe I get one more card. I'd like to have a better understanding. Okay, so Spirit is not giving me a very specific event that involves any particular person in your life. So this is a very overall energy for the group of you that's watching this pile number 2 reading. But what Spirit is saying that for most of you, there is a setback or at least a delay in the rewards that you're hoping to receive for a certain thing that you're doing. Feels very much involved with... This is a very growing kind of energy. So apparently for a lot of you, you've been trying to develop or grow something. Could be a career, could be a project, could be trying to achieve the completion of something. Okay? And in fact, feels a lot like you have come to almost the end, like you're very tired, you're quite burnt out. You probably felt like it's time I see the rewards, but yet it's still not coming in. Spirit is saying that this very reason why the rewards are still not coming in for you is because this is literally the lesson that has to be learned here. You're not meant to receive the reward right now. There is a stalling, there is a waiting, and this very stalling and waiting is meant to help you understand certain aspects of your life. But instead of appreciating the stalling and waiting and letting yourself flow with the divine intentions that's meant to unfold for you, you have fallen into a state of mental conflict. Yeah. Okay, so Spirit is also saying that your inner wisdom cannot be tapped in. Like, you do have it, you can have it, your inner wisdom, and your, we're talking about your spiritual self is actually conscious that you're on this path to learn. But it feels like you are denying it, and there is when your mind comes in to take the main narrative of victim mindset and blaming the situation rather than like blaming the cosmos, like why, blaming the universe, like why is this not happening, like, oh my god, life sucks, why do I still have to wait, and why is it not happening yet, why am I not getting what I want yet? Spirit is saying that the very reason why you're being put to wait it out right now is because they are trying to teach you how to flow. They want to teach you how to flow, because if you don't learn how to flow, then you cannot be aligned with the greater plans that your soul has crafted for you this life. You are actually capable of being deeply intuitive with the cosmic energy that is surrounding you. You are very capable of it, but yet the victim mindset and the unhelpful narrative that you are in many ways self-sabotaging yourself with sort of clouds your ability to reach into your intuition. And a lot of times this is a looping scenario. Your success that you're waiting to see come in cannot come in until you pass through this hurdle. So, in many ways, you are making the outcome for yourself. You co-create the outcome for yourself by disallowing yourself to move forward. And in the essence of flowing and letting go of the conflicting narratives you have in your head about why you're not getting what you want now. Yeah. You see, I just want to show you this picture. You see how this guy is with a rope tied to the bed, and you see how the rope is. So this bed is not a heavy bed, as you can see. He is a guy. He can lift this bed he can just lift the bed up this way and then just undo the rope and he's free. Okay, and also whatever is tying his hands together, I'm pretty damn sure he can unbound himself quite easily. And there is an hourglass here. Again, an hourglass is very interesting because you can perceive the movement of time through the hourglass by how much sand comes through. It feels very much like he's stuck in this mindset of, oh, things are just so horrible. Things are just so terrible going for me right now, but actually it's not. You can free yourself. This is literally a card that says you can free yourself anytime. You just chose to think this way. And again, this being in the mind, I feel like Spirit is really trying to tell you, why are you doing this to yourself? Actually, your spiritual aspect is so connected with your soul. The fact that you have deserving and great gratitude, you understand you are meant to do this. If you allow yourself to tap into your inner self and your higher self and have that conversation, you will understand that you are really meant to go through what you are now, and it's actually really good for you. The waiting, the not getting what you want, is all part and parcel of your growth. I know a lot of people might find this to be a very, I don't sugarcoat it, I just say it as it is, because a lot of people might want to hear sweeter things. But sweet or not, it's up to you to take it. You actually have very sweet cards, if I were to put it this way, have very sweet energy coming through, Your spirit is saying, yeah, I know why I'm doing this. Your soul is saying, indeed, what's going on for me right now, I am extremely thankful. Even your body is having that overall like agreement and saying, yes, we are going through a milestone right now, and the trophy is right there waiting for me to take it. Then go with it. If you have this, then go with it. Let go of the confusing narrative in your head. Let go of the why, the why not, the should have, could have, would have, the why me, why not, all that stuff that brings lack, brings lower vibrational energies into your field. All those stuff that sabotages you, let go. I want to see what else we can do about this. Spirit, what can be... Is there any way to improve upon this situation? Yeah. So Spirit is saying, if you like to think, not that thinking is a bad thing, think with fairness. Think with real, actual fairness, right? You got the Queen of Swords here. Think in terms of like the justice herself. Perhaps the ability to understand the weightage of what's been done and what's been happening will help you understand better why things are not unfolding as fast as you want them to. And you see, you got yourself the Strength card. Spirit wants you to remember that there's a lot of inner strength within you. This Strength card is interesting because, and I've said this many times, the lady, she is not forcing the lion's mouth to open. She is very gently coaxing the lion to open its mouth, and she's putting her hand inside. There is nothing forceful here. It's a very flow kind of energy. It's a very, I'll do whatever energy is workable with, and we will get there in a very graceful way. So your inner strength will help you navigate the situation, and eventually you'll be able to step past understanding why. You see, this Three of Cups is what did not work out for you. But Spirit is saying, you need to have gratitude for what you still have. You need to have gratitude for what you still have. That is very important. Anything else, Spirit? In terms of the milestone? What's in the milestone? Yeah. Spirit is saying once more that this is a very big part of your journey. You should embrace it as it comes. And just like there is a trophy in the milestone, interestingly, I see this Page of Cups holding this one cup. I feel like then Spirit is saying, embrace every step you take with a mind like this Page of Cups, allowing your feelings to be revealed to you step by step, allowing yourself to be intrigued and have the wonderment of a young page to see every new experience and feeling as it comes. Life, this part of your life is about experiencing the new things that comes as it comes, and not trying to fixate yourself on wanting things a certain way, right? You know, interestingly, a lot of people think that Chariot card means that you're in control. But I think that's not that it's not true, but it's a very broad term to say that, oh, getting the Chariot card means that you are on track and you're in control. But more detailed explanation of Chariot card is that you are divinely guided. You are willing to let the divine plans unfold in front of you as every path unfolds. Because at the end of the day, what's leading your chariot is not you, your person. It's you surrendering to the strengths of the two phoenixes that are guiding you. The phoenix of the light and the phoenix of the dark. Whatever is known to you and whatever is not known to you, you are allowing them, these two sphinxes, however mysterious, to lead you on that path. And you are riding. It's like you let your Uber driver bring you anywhere. The Uber driver said it's the best path to go. And you have ultimate trust. Your masculine strength as that person in the chariot is not worrying about having to take control, because control to you is flow. I hope that's not too much of a paradox to for you to experience, but truly, the divine masculine aspect of anyone when coming into that place of perfect masculine alignment is not worrying about not having control, because you are flowing. You're willing to co-create and flow with the universe. Okay, I'm getting a card from the Gateway of Light activation to see what else Spirit has for you. Sword of Light, Divine Protection, Quartz card, Breakthrough Energy. Okay, this card here, and I will read it out for you. Sword of Light, Sword of Light. Okay. Okay, it's a lot, so I'll just read the direct message. When this card comes to you, know that it is confirmation that you're walking the path of light. Absolutely. See, you are on the right path. And responding to pre-reincarnation soul contracts to make a difference on the planet, it's also a sign that you have the opportunity to sever connections to fears and limitations. Energetic cords binds us to situations, loved ones, and even the past. But you're in a transition now and detaching from unnecessary connections, dramas, and fears. Know that there will be a great severing at this time, and you will feel isolated for a moment as you will be configuring your circle of trust and moving into a life that is greater alignment with your highest good. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and soul family will remain intact. It's only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunity opening for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that that is the energy with you now. I think that is a very strong message coming from your higher self, acknowledging once again that you are on a path to a greater learning and success. Nonetheless, it's challenging, and that's why you might be stuck in a very lower vibrational energy in your mind with regards to why things are not happening for you a certain way, why some people or some things disappoint you. You're not getting the overall success that you wish to achieve, maybe a lack of patience, all that stuff that might cause you to be ruminating in the lack energy, the lower vibrational energy, can really impede your progress on this path. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know this. Alright, so this is the message that Spirit has for you today. I hope it resonates, and if it does, please leave a comment in the section below. Also, if you want a personal reading, you can go to the description box to find my link for booking a personal reading with me. Also, please do like, follow, and subscribe for more future videos to come. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next one. Hi, pile number 3. This is your reading. Thank you for those who chose pile number 3. Also, so it's the 8 of Pentacles. That's your card here. Also, you have chosen this pile based on the angel number 1212. Right. So we'll see what Spirit has to say. I normally don't do fixed spreads, but today I decided to pull like a mind, body, spirit, soul spread. That's using the quantum oracle cards, so I have a better structure of what Spirit wants to tell you. Okay. Spirit, please show us your message for the mind. The message from the mind. Right. the body, the spirit, and soul. Oh, these guys keep coming out. Interesting. Okay, so under mind, you have intuition and manifestations, body, hidden motivations, spirit, friends and colleagues, right? And finally soul, your higher self. Okay. So I feel like what spirit is trying to tell you here, what your higher self is trying to communicate to you here, is that you are currently in some form of manifesting the outcome of something. You are definitely putting in the work. You have the skills, you have the ability, I would say even the hard work, huge amount of hard work and willingness to be determined and carry yourself through to manifest the outcome of something through the actual work and skills that you have, right? Your significator card is this 8 of Pentacles, and we can see, just like the spider here, you have woven this web to catch all the pentacles that you intend to catch in life. Your 10 of Pentacles is coming. You're on the 8 now. You have already caught 8 pentacles, and you made this beautiful web that you woven out of your skill, your knowledge, your finesse, your know-how to really create this beautiful, sturdy web and to catch your pentacles. While you have intuition and manifestation in the mind, I feel like you're a person who is very connected with you're probably very connected with your crown chakra, because you're not just in the mind in terms of like rationalizing how to get something done, but your mind is actually led intuitively, which means to say that I think spirit is acknowledging that you are very strong in receiving downloads and connected message from the above, from divine, and you manifest based on what you receive. So that is an extremely strong aspect in your mind area. Interestingly, you have hidden motivations in your body. Now, this is the thing I will probably need to get some clarity further down with the other cards. I feel like your body is moving in a direction that might have some lack of clarity for you. Something that is not purely aligned with your mind and your spirit. You have friends and colleagues in the spirit. I think that spirit is saying that a lot of fulfillment that you're getting right now, a lot of fulfillment in your life that you're getting right now comes from your social circle. A lot of influence in your spiritual nature right now comes from your social circle. That might have something to do with your hidden motivations in the body area. And then finally, your soul, as your higher self coming through in your soul. I think this is a very, basically, your soul telling you that there is a very true and genuine guidance. So again, I think your leading aspect is actually your mind. Your leading aspect is your mind. Because once again, if you're it feels very much like your crown chakra and your third eye chakra are very strong. And a lot of what you are doing right now is being led by that clarity that's coming through from your mind. Okay? In fact, a lot of your skills and knowledge are all manifested from the mind area. And I think Spirit is trying to say that that is the truest part of you. That is the most, that's the leading part of you. So your spirit is guiding you in that area. You know, in terms of color scheme, I can't help but notice that even though your body says hidden motivations, it has, you see this card, it has this deep blue curtains, deep blue velvet curtains. And blue is normally, this deep dark blue, midnight blue, is normally connected in terms of chakra color system, is where your third eye is. Your upper receptors of higher dimensional knowledge comes from third eye and crown chakra. Crown chakra will be purple, your third eye would be dark blue, like this blue here. And I feel like Spirit is saying that your body is experiencing some kind of changes. I'm seeing now the hidden motivations. I feel like Spirit is trying to explain to you that you're going through some form of spiritual psychic upgrade. Okay. Yeah. Let me get clarifiers. But I'm feeling it. I think this message is very interesting. Very different from Power 1 and Power 2. Yours is really very directly to do with direct guidance from your higher self to tell you something's coming in for you. Spirit, can you please explain the intuition and manifestation for mine? Okay, so yes, in alignment with intuition and manifestation from the mind, Spirit is saying that as the King of Wands facing the Ten of Swords, so I see this like, even if there has been challenging things in your life that could really pin you down, can really take you down, like this Ten of Swords over here, your overarching energy, you have two kings here, by the way. You have King of Wands and you have King of Pentacles. You are able to overcome any kind of heavy, non-serving energies by your fire aspect, which is your King of Wands, and your manifestation aspect, which is your King of Pentacles. You are able to overcome and manifest heavy challenges in life and let go of it because of these two abilities. You don't get pinned down. You don't get pinned down by things that don't serve you. Or even if you did when you were perhaps a while ago, but you are now in the energy of King of Wands and King of Pentacles. These two are powerful kings when it comes to moving forward and achieving, right? The Wands energy is fiery, is passionate, it's manifestation in many ways. And to further emphasize on the ability to manifest, you have King of Pentacles. The abundance, the prosperity, the outcome of what you want to bring into fruition in this three-dimensional life is very much coming from the King of Pentacles energy. You have these two kings to boot, to let go of whatever is like the Ten of Swords, to let go of what no longer serves you. So that is the progress you're making with that extremely strong, connected psychic mind of yours. Again, let's look at how it's your crown chakra that's very open. You have a psychic mind. I feel like there is such a strong message here talking about your psychic ability. Spirit, can you please explain the hidden motivations for body? What is it about? Okay, so for your body, you have hidden motivations. That is honestly, I think that it's a little bit interesting here, because I'm sensing that spirit wants you to now focus on the possibility of seeing beyond the veil. It is just what the picture is telling me. There's a lot of third eye energy in this. And I think physically you might be experiencing signs of your third eye opening. Now, when we say third eye opening, I don't really mean that you're going to start seeing spirits walking around you. I think it's more about gaining higher levels of wisdom to see beyond the mundane. There could be a lot of things in your life right now that is as mundane as it gets. In fact, it's the same for everyone. A lot of things in our life is as three-dimensionally mundane as it gets, okay? But a lot of what happens around us and whatever happens for us in our life is there for a reason, to elevate our perspective of life, to shift our perspective of life, and to elevate our perception of what's happening. Because all that process of shifting perspective and elevating that perception and then coming to a true understanding, all that is the accumulation of wisdom. All that is this whole third eye opening is all about bringing in true intuition and true wisdom, right? Spirit is saying that just like a young page in the beginning of a journey, enthusiastic and receiving guidance, you are like this page of swords here, connecting to the divine with your sword and understanding the new messages that are coming through, something that is very new and you're learning right now. Very strong third eye chakra alignment kind of energy. You have yourself, the hermit here, being divinely guided, wisdom coming in. Again, a lot of letting go of what no longer serves you. Part of the ability of having an open third eye is to be able to perceive. Perception, I know it could sound very simple if I just say, to be able to perceive. But trust me, perception plays such a huge part when it comes to a person being able to evolve or not evolve spiritually, because perception really shifts your energy. In other videos, I speak a lot about quantum shifting, the ability to quantum shift and vibrate. So let me rephrase. The ability to vibrate at a different frequency and thus vibrationally shift you to a different quantum reality, to co-create and bring about the real desired outcome that you want. The entire process is only made possible when you can actually shift your perception of things, right? And that works so much hand in hand with also having the opening of your crown chakra to download whatever necessary information you may need at different time to enlighten you on anything that can help you shift that perception. Okay, now how is that connected to your spirit though? You have friends and colleagues in spirit. What's the connection here? Okay, so very interestingly, Spirit is saying that with the opening of your third eye, it's giving you an energy. This is very interesting. Okay, so I just want to show you a card again. You see this under the Spirit card? You have people, friends and colleagues. Okay, so apparently there is this social circle in your life that is being brought to attention with regards to your spiritual being. your growth in your spiritual being. You see this beam of light coming from above. It feels a lot like there is inspiration from above with regards to your friends and colleagues. You got yourself the sun card, which really feels very much like it's connecting to this image of how light is pouring in from above. And again, you got Page of Swords. So this is connected to your third eye as well. I think what Spirit is trying to say here is you are coming into a form of power. You're coming into a form of power where you understand how to navigate the dynamics of friendship and the social circle around you, including work people, work friends like colleagues. It could be a form of psychic power again that has to do with your third eye, where you have discernment between who are the people that will make a difference in your growth and your journey in this life, and who will not. Okay, I think for the third eye opening aspect, you might even start to see energetic or auric fields around people. You might have the ability to perceive energy around people very, very well. And that is a very huge plus to your well-being and development in this life, because when you can sense who is of good, pure intentions and who is not, you can then decide for yourself what to keep and what to step away from. Trust me, it might not sound like a lot, but a lot of people really, really wish that they have this ability to discern between what's good and what's not good for them. Or maybe I'm wrong. A lot of people do want that, because I get a lot of requests in that area for people asking for ways to perceive better or protect themselves from energies in their social circle, not really understanding whether people are friends or foe. I feel like Spirit is saying that your growing psychic abilities is going to help you determine in your life who is a friend or a foe, who is bringing positivity into your life and who is not. So who you keep and who you drop, all that is a power that you're acquiring. It's a control that you're bringing into your life. Wow, that is tremendously helpful, I must say. And I think it is very straightforward that your spirit, your higher self is sharing this with you. I think if now your higher self is sharing this message with you, there has to be a reason why now. And probably the activation and the understanding of it is going to play such an integral part in your current state of growth. Now under soul, you have higher self. Please give us some clarifications. Yeah, exactly. That's what they are saying. You are in a huge era now of growth and you are very charismatic. You are making a lot of friends. You have a lot of people around you. It's literally this energy that you are in right now. But whether or not you learn and step through to the other side of the portal with this growth, it is such a crucial time. Is there anything else you want to tell us, Spirit, with regards to this? You have received Page of Swords for the third time, okay? I think they're really driving it in. Third eye opening. What else, Spirit? Besides the Page of Swords. What else? Yes. Spirit says, go for it. Train this aspect of you. Try it, use it, practice it. If you feel ever that your intuition is guiding you to perceive something, a lot of people might experience the eye opening in the form of becoming even more intuitive to the energies around them, becoming more intuitive to people's intentions, being able to tell between good and bad from a very instinctual gut feeling kind of level. Spirit is saying, tune into it, allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to practice the use and trusting of your third eye. A lot of your development here on now will depend on how well you hone that skill. Now, what else, Spirit, is that you want to tell us? Is there anything else? Yeah, challenges ahead of you. You need to learn how to navigate these challenges. And so it is definitely a very big, it's a very big sort of like yeah, I would say that your higher self is coming in with this message to guide you on how best to navigate this shift due to your growing psychic powers. I'm going to pull a card from the Gateway of Light activation to see what else Spirit has to say. Okay. You have Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. Okay, I'm going to see what they say. Right. So the message behind it is, you are blessed to receive the light of the Seraphim. Know that these beings of infinite light are singing your name in the heavens and to unlock the power of your own voice. Angelic support surrounds you at this time. Know that you are safe, for you are being held by the presence of love. The Seraphim are witnessing the glory of your being and activating your angelic qualities. You care deeply about the welfare of the planet and all her beings. In fact, you are hoping to make a great difference in the world, and the reason for this is that you're carrying an angelic light. Let it shine on the world around you. So, I think, once again, this connects deeply to how in this card, you have light pouring through onto the people that you're hanging around with. And you have the Sun card showing up for you at that point. I think you bring light into people's life. With the growing abilities that you have and the way you act around them and the way you navigate your connections with people around you, I think you carry the power to not only be able to bring light in for yourself, but you shine like a source of light for the other people as well. I believe that is your greater calling, and that is what your higher self wants to bring to your attention at this point. It's possibly that you are in the you're in the training phase. Yeah, you're in the starting and training phase of coming into this energy and this psychic power. Remember, you are being protected as you have light that is protecting you, and you also are giving out light to those around you that will bring them further inspirations and light in their world. So that is a very big calling. Right, so this is the message that Spirit has for you. I hope it resonates, and please leave comments in the section below. I would love to hear from you. If you want a personal reading, you can find my link in the description box below. Last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe if you like more of such videos to come. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!